This is John from PGP Wedding Films, and welcome to Say Yes to the Best Live, where we talk to the best wedding pros to give you wedding planning tips. We have new episodes every Tuesday. We post them on YouTube, and we talk to some of the people up here with me in the past. But the main goal is to give you the opportunity to learn things that you might not know about your wedding planning. The funniest moment you've ever seen at a wedding.
It was actually yesterday. We were shooting and we had like very little time to shoot the bridal party. It was we only had like 20 minutes with them. And we get a phone call while I was with the bride. And it was like, the groom's going to the ER. He just cut his finger making a sandwich. And he didn't just cut it where you could like bandage it up. It was like straight up, it needed stitches. And the groom was like, which groomsman is it? And she knew right away which one it would have been. And she's like, that's the same groomsman that is wearing the same shoes as the groom. And it was just the funny groomsman who, like, all these accidents and mishaps kept happening yesterday.
Funniest to me is when people incorporate their personalities into their wedding. We did a Eagles themed wedding, and the whole bridal party came out on the dance floor. The bride and groom come in, and with the bouquet, they reenact the Philly special from the Super Bowl. And the bride throws the bomb to the groom, and it's a touchdown. And it was great. It was fantastic. It was funny. It was their personalities. They have season tickets. They are Eagles fans. Everybody was wearing Eagles jerseys. They had the Eagles pep band there. Merrill Reese did their introductions. So to me, that was fun and funny because no one was expecting them to reenact the Philly special at their wedding on the dance floor. So that was funny.
So this was from my wedding, but my husband did the worm in his tux.
Favorite holiday?
I was going to say any holiday that I don't have to work. That's my favorite holiday because we often have to work many holidays. New Year's almost every year we're working. So I think I had my first New Year's for the first time last year. I got to spend the first New Year's with my family in like 15 years. So any holiday that I'm not working is my favorite.
Halloween. I'm a Halloween freak. I love it.
Christmas, always.
I'm a Christmas baby. My birthday is 3 days after Christmas, so I agree. Christmas is my favorite.
Wow.
I'm going to second Halloween. I love everything fall, the drinks, the food, the holidays, the costumes. It's a lot of fun. And you can do a lot of fun events around Halloween.
I'm gonna be really selfish and say Groundhog's Day, because that's my birthday.
I was wondering who's going to say like Columbus Day or something like that. But yeah, I would say Christmas too.
Arbor Day. Yeah. Definitely Arbor Day. So last question for you. What is the greatest accomplishment you've had in your business?
I consider my greatest accomplishment just starting my business to begin with. I had a completely different career in a past life. I was a lawyer, and I decided to do something that was way more creative and I had a passion for, and I absolutely love making design plans and designing a dream tablescape for couples. So I love what I do, and that's what I consider my greatest accomplishment.
Sort of same. So we started our business, the Kruks Photography, when we were 18. And for us, that was a huge accomplishment because we were we were in high school, and it was crazy that like people took chances on us and like were encouraging and loving and supportive to the fact that we could build up to this time where we've been shooting already for 7 years. And it's my favorite thing in the world, and we do it full time, and I couldn't ask to do anything else. So
I have my first celebrity wedding in 10 days. So yeah. It is, I can't disclose where it is, but it is my favorite Philadelphia sports figure. And how it came to be is just a crazy story of 7 degrees of separation. And I just can't wait.
I would say my greatest accomplishment is growing my business I started when I was 16, and 30 years in. When I first started, I had one setup. My brother was my DJ. I was the MC. Now I have a team of probably 40 people that consistently work for me, doing weddings and all sorts of events. We've done lots of celebrity stuff. We've done the smallest stuff in the world. And I think just growing the business is my biggest accomplishment. And I'm proud of all the stuff that we now do. We can now handle events for, tens of thousands of people. I have that big sound systems, and I have a video wall that I bought not too long ago, so I could do a whole video wall thing. There's tons of changes and tons of things, so I really think that that's my biggest accomplishment.
So Homebrew Events has been around for 7 years, and we started out just doing beer and spirits education, so brewing classes and tasting classes, and we really only got into the wedding industry in the last 3 years of it. So it was our first wedding, because we'd actually never really considered being in the wedding industry until our friends were like, can you make wedding favors for us? And we're like, yeah, of course. We like brewing beer. Let's brew a beer with you and make wedding favors. And from there, we've done a bunch of weddings and done a bunch of wedding favors. And we've brewed beer with people for their weddings. And now it's just changed to now we're doing bar coordination as well. So it's been fun just seeing how a business can be very one-sided direction and then change and incorporate a whole new industry that I never even considered when I first started the business. But now it's growing to be one of the largest sections of our business, and it's a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of really cool people. So, my biggest accomplishment is, doing the first wedding and saying yes to trying it out, and then being able to kind of have a lot of different wedding options now, 3 years down the line, after doing our very first one. It's been a lot of fun to grow and change and see what people are interested in and see what is out there. But really, the base of it is spreading the good word about beer and cider and spirits. And I'm still doing that, just in a little bit different way.
Finally, a question that applies to both of the businesses I came with. For Harry Merrill and Son Jewelers, I think that the biggest accomplishment happens almost every day, where someone walks in clearly tense and like, I don't know what I'm doing, or not trusting a jewelry store, and then sitting down and talking with them and watching them become comfortable, watching them slowly develop that trust, and really taking someone who's really tense and letting them feel comfortable. And for Forever Furs, the biggest accomplishment there, I think, there's also happening all the time. We just started that business this year. So starting was a huge accomplishment. Becoming an LLC, creating the product, designing the product. Our first sale was like, wow, we did it. We're here. And I think having a business that's yours always feels like such a huge accomplishment.
Okay, so I have several accomplishments, but they're all enrolled in the fact of being able to have a business grown from scratch, being a Mexican immigrant, and having my face on the Knot magazine, and being a mom of 2 little kids at the same time. It's all thanks to God, but it's also because of the consistency and hard work and effort of every day deciding to get up and say, okay, I'm going to continue doing this. And so I would say that all that wrapped up in a little bundle is my biggest accomplishment.
Great. Yeah, I think just everyone starting a business, that's a huge accomplishment. It's a big leap of faith. So congrats to everyone here. I want to thank my guests. Thank you for being part of Say Yes to the Best Live. Again, we have new episodes every Tuesday. This will be part of those new episodes every Tuesday. So follow us on Instagram, like and subscribe on YouTube. Thank you again to Tyler Garden and Open Air Affairs for having us, and happy planning.